Hello again. This is my presentation on the NearPod add-on that can be used with Google Slides. I've already done one presentation for the Pear Deck, which is very similar to this one. So what you're going to do is in your Google Slides, you're going to create a presentation. You basically can have videos, worksheets, images, whatever you want to add. It will still work when you add the NearPod features to it. So what I did was I went at, I started my slide with links. These are hyperlinked, so the students will be able to go into my YouTube reading of the story. They can go directly and sign in to their News to You unique accounts, and you can also link your morning meeting. So this is just basically what I would use for the day, and we can use it as in whole group, or you can send it home for the students to work on asynchronously. So after you've made your slides, your presentation, you can then layer on these various, and I'm going to edit real quick and see if that'll move that away. Okay, so I don't want to do that. So what I did was in this one, I wanted a slideshow of all of the pages of the story. So I went in, came over here to your far right and just selected, where is it? The slideshow feature. There it is right here. So then I created that slideshow. I clicked on it, and then it's basically self-explanatory. It'll have you upload all of your images. And then I wanted them to watch the video. So I also added the video of me reading the story here. Again, I just came right over here and found the video somewhere. Maybe it's the ABC video. Yeah, no, right here, the video. You just click on that, and again, it walks you through each slide. So you can do this with absolutely nothing formatted, or you can already have your slide presentation made. It just depends on what you were going to do. For a slideshow, you wouldn't necessarily have anything on that slide. And then for this one, I wanted to make a matching activity for the kids. So again, you just find what you want to use over here, which is the matching pair right here. And it walks you through every little thing. And then on this one, I wanted to do a draw it. So I clicked on draw it, and we did draw it for a little while. And then it also gives you a game, time to climb, which I believe is at the bottom right here. This is kind of like a little game. You can create sways. You can add web content, videos, so all kinds of, I have not tried this one yet. You can add a quiz, you can take a poll, PDF viewer, open-ended questions, NearPod 3D. You can do a memory test game, matching pairs, you can add a flip grid. So there's lots of things on NearPod, more so than the Pear Deck. Now, I'm not sure how much this cost because our county purchased NearPod for us, but there may be a fee associated with this. But once you add all of that, you are going to go and save and go to NearPod. And what this does is it puts it in your library. And it's going to have a little extra at the end, but I'll go back in and fix that. So your question is, how do I get that add-on into my Google Slides? You actually go to NearPodcom. Once you come into NearPodcom and you've created your account, you're going to, right here, click on Lesson in Google Slides, and it'll add the add-on. Let me go back and show you. It'll just add the add-on right here. So I have NearPods, I have a fillable slide add-on, Pear Decks, and you can get other add-ons. I didn't add a lot of them at this time but those are the ones that I mainly use to make that interactive presentation for the students. So then once you come here, you can participate live with Zoom. You can just have a live participation, or you can have a student-based paced, if you want the students to work on it individually. So we're just going to show you that one. And so you can actually send out this code, view the progress of your presentation, and you can email it, put it on social media, link it, embed it, put it in a Google Classroom. It'll track all of your data, send it out on Remind, or you can use a Microsoft Teams. But for this one, I'm just going to set link. I'm going to copy my link, and then I'm going to show you actually. You just put that in the as a URL, click go. And yes, I'm going to join. All right, again, the students this would be the students view, and they would link themselves if they wanted to go out and link, watch all of these things, whatever you require them to do. Here is the slideshow. So basically, they would read each one of these slides. Maybe you have students that are more independently that don't need it read to them. Maybe they could sit with another family member, but they're just going to read each slide. And so it'll just navigate through each one until the end, and then you move on. Okay, here is the video that I created so that they can now listen to the video. Here is the matching. I really wish that wouldn't pop up there. There you go. So this is just a matching for the kids. You can have the pictures in your snip. You don't have to include those, but just for this one, you're just going to, the kids would sit and match them. Just going to do it real fast so it'll show you. Where is it? Okay. Once they've matched them, it tells you how many attempts they had. They did well. Move on to the next one. All the while, this is collecting data for you. Now on this one says, answer the questions, use the pen to circle the answer. And so I'm going to use the highlighter or whichever. Okay. And then I'm not sure why this is covering this up. Let me see if I can minimize to make it smaller. There you go. They might have to minimize their screen or to reduce the zoom here. Of course, now it made it really small down there. But anyhow, they would, what's this chapter about? It's about rules, what the bus have, stop sign, you get the idea. So then, that's a good thing to note that your image needs to be a little smaller so that it doesn't take up the whole space, so you might not want to set it as a background. Once they're done, then they're going to submit their answers to you. Come here, do the same thing. What does the sign list? It lists the rules. Make sure people are safe. And again, they're going to submit their answers to you and so forth. I'm not going to keep doing that until they're finished. All right, and this is the game that you can add to it. They choose their character, and then they start, and they just play the little game. And then this, I used a vocabulary one. It's what happens when you when you don't follow the rules. Having the same rules as fair. So you get the idea. They go through and then see who wins. You can show their score with other students. All right. And then I just gave them a yay at the end because they were finished, to let them know that they were finished. Now I needed to go and remove some of these because I was showing another class how to use those. But that is how you use NearPod. And again, you're going to go to NearPodcom, set up your account, and then it's super easy, and there's lots of things. I mean, they have a library that you can use, but it's all an add-on right here in your Google Slides. And then if you wanted to get more, you can actually go out here and do some searching, and just look for anything that you might like. There are some other great add-ons. There's a lot of them we don't use, but hopefully that helps. Have a great day.